We are back today for another episode of Pack Attack, and we kind of have an exciting way to start it off. But first, I want to make sure I bring it up right away, because last episode I didn't bring it up right away. And that one right now is sitting at 6 likes, which is about half of what we normally get. But that is going to add 1,200 stubs to the end of the game today. So make sure you guys hit that like button so you can go ahead and add 200 stubs for each like towards next episode. And not to sound too, beggy or anything like that, but it's gonna be pretty important here soon that you guys hit the like button as soon as possible, because this is the second to last episode of Pack Attack before we go to playing every day. After this one, we got a Tuesday episode, and then starting Thursday, we're bringing back Pack Attack Week. We're going to play every day for the next week after that, and try to make our way, see what we can do for a final push here on this account to actually make it to World Series. And it's starting out pretty good. We're all the way up to 590 already. But that's not what makes the start of this episode exciting. The exciting news starts right now, and that is that last episode's pack opening ended up being even better than I realized at the time. Not only did we pull a ton of bronzes and even commons that were going for 500 plus stubs, some of them even went over 1,000, but randomly in there was a gold sponsorship that I didn't think would be anything, but it went for 10k. So from just 14 show packs that we opened at the end of last episode, we added 28,587 stubs to the stub bank. That alone is almost enough for a program pack. So we're all the way up to 46,433 stubs in the bank. So we are, after we open today's program pack, we're already over halfway towards the next one. So speaking of that program pack, we are going to spend 30,000 stubs from the bank at the beginning of this episode here to spin that program wheel, hopefully add another upgrade. But speaking of upgrades, we added Byron Buxton from the pack wheel at the end of last episode. I kind of impulsively picked him over Ryan Helsley, but I've got him out there in right field. We moved Honus back into short, and then I put Elly De La Cruz on the bench over Pudge. So Pudge is no longer on the team, and Elly De La Cruz takes his spot on the bench. I also have Buxton in right, because if I move Julio to right, he'll drop down to a gold fielding badge. So I figure with Buxton in right, it keeps everybody at that, or it keeps both of them at that diamond fielding badge out there. But here we go. Let's get into the real exciting part at the beginning of this episode here. Let's get this program wheel up. We have 48 spots left on the wheel. A lot of good stuff still on there. So 30,000 stubs are spent. Let's spin this wheel. What do we got? It's another finest pack. Nice. AL Central. Who is in this one? I know Dylan Cease is in it, and I don't want to be biased and just say I'm taking him, but I am kind of looking for another starting pitcher to replace Catfish. All right, so who's in this one? It is, Jose Ramirez, Dylan Cease, Scooble, Bobby Witt Jr., and Duran. Oh, man. Okay, this is a tough choice. This might take me a while. All right, I think I'm going to eliminate Witt and Scooble, because if I'm taking a starting pitcher, I'll take Cease, and if I'm taking a position player, I'll take Ramirez. See, okay, here's my problem with taking Jose Ramirez. The spots he would play, actually that changes things. I was gonna say the spots he could play were gonna be third or second, and I already have pretty good switch hitters there. I mean, obviously Jose Ramirez is an upgrade, but I'm not sure I'm ready to move on from Polanco. He's been so good for a while, and Moncada, I'm not sure I'm ready to move on from him too, because he's been really good in a short amount of time so far. But what I had realized right as I got onto this screen is Jose could also play left field. Jose Ramirez does have that ability, I think. I would have to check and make sure on that card. Okay, yeah, he can play left. He'd have gold fielding out there with good speed, so he would probably be a defensive upgrade over Josh Young, and then obviously he'd be a hitting upgrade. I don't know, man, because this Dylan Cease is really good. He'd probably come in and be our best starter. He'd probably be better than Seaver, and it would be really nice to not have to worry about Catfish Hunter down the stretch here, because especially moving into higher ratings, nobody's gonna have trouble hitting him. This might be the toughest choice I've made so far in Pack Attack. I think I'm ready to rule out Duran, even though he would still be really good. I just don't think he'll have as much of an impact as either Cease or Ramirez. I can literally find justifications for both of these guys for the rest of the night here. Like, they are so neck and neck. Right now, I'm leaning more towards Jose Ramirez, and I think I'm gonna make this decision before I convince myself out of it again. So that's gonna be the move today. We're gonna open up this AL Central Finest pack, and instead of taking the really good pitcher, I'm gonna take Finest Jose Ramirez, and it's locked in. There's no going back. So this is what we look like now. I moved Josh Young from left to the bench and got rid of Teoscar, so now our only gold left is Kyle Schwarber. I plan on having Jose bat third today just because I haven't been good with Julio yet, and then I'm gonna have Buxton starting in the 8 hole just because I don't really know what we're gonna get from him yet, but it's also nice to have his speed out there with the pitcher coming up next because that widens the possibility to sack bunt. We actually all around have a pretty fast team now. There's that gold sponsorship that just sold for 9K. But look at our speed going all the way up and down this lineup. I mean, the first 5 guys are all, what was the lowest? 85? And then Polanco's a 76, we got a 77, and up to a 98. So the lowest speed we have on our starting lineup is Jorge Polanco. All right, so after all that, let's finally get into this game today with our revamped team, 2 new corner outfielders, and we're gonna have our ace on the mound. We have Tom Seaver ready to go. So guys, just another reminder, if you haven't already, hit that like button for this episode to add 200 stubs towards the next one. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. All right, here we go. Who we gotta face today? Can I be a... It's been forever since I've been the home team, man. We've been on the road for like 4 or 5 games in a row. He had a lot of parallel 5s, but I also didn't really get a good look at his team, and I thought I saw that 95 Castellanos in there. He's got a lot of games played, pretty solid record too. I think this is a created stadium. I honestly can't tell. It has to be, right? I don't recognize it. Honus first at bat. Oh, I was on top. I wasn't even on top. Okay. Oh, we don't have max elevation here. Only a 600-foot elevation. You don't see that too often out of created stadiums. Rod Carew, man, that was a nice swing, and that ball came off his bat hard there. Oh, dude, just early in Jose's first at bat. I got under it, but I got... Oh, yeah, no, that's not even close. Okay, I mean, hey, not the worst swing in the world. I got around on the heat, up and in. I honestly think based on that first inning, I should be fine. Oh, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Please be chasing that this whole game. Ah, no. Alright, we got him with the slider, though. Hopefully this trend continues. Hopefully he doesn't have the best eye. That'll make my job a lot easier. Okay, he took that and I don't like it. Hopefully we can keep this in the zone, but also fool him. I mean, hey, I guess that's exactly what it did. And there we go. The slider inside gets him nice first inning from Seaver. Oh, what was that? Oh my god, that had some break to it. Oh, no way I missed that. I had the right idea. I timed it up. I just didn't bring the PCI down far enough. Oh, and Julio, well, you know, at least he didn't strike out this time. That's been his big problem so far, is I can't stop striking out with the guy. Oh, man, that cutter. If I'm ready for the heat, it is tough to wait back on. And then he throws the heat, and I'm not ready for it. That was the worst at bat so far. Up until then, I'd been doing fine. A 160 average with Trout, but 33 home runs. Do you be scared or not? There's another strikeout. Keep racking them up, Seaver. How much you want to bet he swung at that? Okay, this at-bat's done. Should not still be going on. It's at-bats like these that really make me excited for MLB 23. There we go. That's the only way we could get him, I guess. 5 straight strikeouts. Oh, and then he makes a really nice swing, and Buxton can't cut it off. I don't know if that's keeping him from second, even if he does. Man, that must have just been what he happened to be looking for there and decided to press the trigger, or pull the trigger. You don't press a trigger. There we go. He got ahead of himself. He got confident after that double. Took advantage of it, got him chasing a couple pitches, and we're still going fine. I mean, guys, let's take a look at that PCI. Let's just observe that one. I mean, what did I do wrong? It doesn't need to be a pop fly. Oh, and then I'm late on the slider. I waited back, but Ohtani's slider's fast. There we go, and a 7th strikeout. Not 7 straight, but 7 straight outs have been strikeouts. Well, that was not where that was supposed to end up, but it works just the same. We get the fly out. His first non-strikeout out. Oh, and there we go. A nice slider. Another strikeout for Seaver. And we're headed to the 4th, and you know what that means. We've set ourselves up in the same situation now for the 4th game in a row. Scoreless the first time through the order. Rod Carew in the 4th inning for his second at bat. Maybe Wagner can do something this time to get him on. And we do! It wasn't good. It's not pretty, but it works. Hopefully that doesn't ruin things, though, because Carew was getting used to hitting that solo shot. Come on, no. No, he got there. Well, I guess it did ruin it, having a guy on base. Oh, we're in there because of a bad throw. Okay. And then I strike out. There we go. That's what you want after you move the guy into scoring position. Good job, Jose. Varsho that got through, and that is going to bring home the run. Not a run that I'm super proud of with the way that Honus got on and then the way that we got that Olay animation for Varsho's hit there. Ow, and then he jammed me with another fastball in. Gotta be ready for that. Oh, nice. Completely froze him with that sinker. Oh. Oh, I was not expecting a swing that good. Okay. I guess it all just depends on what he's sitting on. Because he's ready to hit a fastball up. He was ready to hit that slider away. He might just be like guessing. And if he gets the pitch he's guessing, he'll do something. Which is kind of scary. I'm just going to go for the 1 out here. Not even going to risk trying to get that lead runner. Oh, not this again, Lindor. Okay. Fine. Alright, man. Come on. I need a perfect swing. I need to get a perfect. I don't think I've gotten a perfect swing in way too long. He is starting off so many lefties with that cutter, and I've been early every time. Is that actually... No, it's not. That was Castellanos moving like that out there? God, I knew that was coming too, and I'm still under it. He really just froze me with that twice in a row. And then he gets me with the... He gets me with the pitch that's the reason I took the first 2. There we go, up and in. 10 strikeouts for Seaver. Okay, hang on a second. I might have found something here. He might be susceptible to the old facing the CPU pitch mix, or whatever you want to call it, of just alternate one pitch is up and in with the hard stuff, and then the next pitch is low and out of the zone with the breaking stuff. Okay, no, he bucks the trend there with a take. Well, I don't know, because he kept it alive the next 2 pitches, so maybe it was just that slider was too far outside. We might have found the key to success here for the rest of this game. Now let's just get ourselves some insurance so I don't have to worry at all. Wow, how many times is that version of that slider gonna get me? He hangs it, I wait back, but I wait back too long. There we go, Carew. Is that not? Oh, it is leaving just barely over the wall. He hung a splitter, left it in the wrong spot, and Carew doesn't miss that. That is another game with a home run for Rod Carew. That's at least 4 in a row. Oh, and he's done? That is what now, though? 3 of our last 4 games that Rod Carew has ended it, has caused a quit on a home run. That wasn't my best game. That wasn't my best display at the plate, but we still get the job done. We move up another 38 rating points up to 628. I'm really liking where we're at. And I think, yeah, Seaver gets up to parallel 3, so that's going to be big for our multiplier. And this is what that game is going to do for us. We got 2 runs, which gives 1,000 stubs, and then 6 total bases for another 1,200. We had the 1 home run for an extra 200, the 1 stolen base for another extra 200, and then I struck out 6 times, so that takes away 600. Then moving over to the mound, Tom Seaver with 5 innings pitched gets 3,000 stubs. The 2 hits allowed takes away 400, but then I struck him out 12 times, so that adds another 2,400. And then here come the string of 1,500s. We got the shutout for the 1,500, a complete game for 1,500, a complete game shutout for 1,500. The win gives 1,500, and the quit gives us 1,500. Then you add in the 1,200 stubs from the 6 likes on last episode, and that gets us to a total of 15,700 stubs before the multiplier. But with the multiplier, which today is at times 1.21 from a 5-game winning streak, 4 parallel 1s, 7 parallel 2s, and 2 parallel 3s. So that is going to add an extra 3,297 stubs, bringing our final total for the game today to 18,997 stubs. So not quite as lucrative as our last game, but we still end up with 4 show packs plus that pack wheel spin, and that's going to cost 19,000 stubs. So we had to take just 3 stubs out of the stub bank to round up to this last pack. So let's go ahead and get it started in these 4 packs here. If last episode was anything to go by, if we pull the same value, we're gonna end up with 8,000 stubs. It doesn't really look like it though from the start here. Well, I shouldn't even say that. We got 2 guys that are actually on a team. You don't know what they can go for. Second pack, we got a gold equipment, a couple more bronzes on teams. That makes this a good pack. Third pack, and we're gonna get just, ooh, that's okay. That one hurts. All of them are free agents. That's not going to give us many stubs. Last one is just going to be another 1 bronze. So not anything exciting from those 4 packs, but you can't ever really expect that. But we're doing it again. We're spinning the pack wheel again. We got a good one in the last one after 3 spins in a row of pretty bad luck. So I don't know where we're at right now luck-wise. We're kind of right in the middle. So let's see what we get. Do we get blessed? We do! The Home Run Derby pack. The All-Star Game pack in the last one, the Home Run Derby pack in this one. And man, I'm excited. This is a pack I've been waiting for. I'm excited for the low round, because that means Schwarber. But this one's easy. Base round Schwarber, middle round Pete, big round Juan Soto. Let's see what we get. Open it up, and we got the low round Schwarber. That might have been the quickest I ever made a decision. And that brings us to the end of the episode today, man. Another exciting one. A lot of upgrades today. The team is moving into a pretty good spot here, and we'll see how Schwarber fits into things to start next episode. But that is going to do it for me today, guys. Again, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. But thanks for watching today, guys. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you next time.